Last 3 years I've worked for client farmers who reside in the city. There's one thing I've realized they are missing out that is costing them a lot, and that is they have less involvement in the process that is done to produce the work that they need at the farm. So you see, one man said, when you are interested in something, you will do what is convenient. Just because you're interested, you'll do what is convenient. But if you committed to something, you do all it takes. So maybe you're not having the results in your garden because you're not committed to it. Because you see, most city people do not see agriculture as a real business, or if they do, they don't still treat it as it should be. Like other businesses, you know, no one invests in their hard-earned money and does not involve themselves in the process of what happens in the business. It's not there. Even when you employ technical people to help you do it, you must at least have the basics of what is involved in the whole process. You can't just invest your money in something you don't know about and you're just there expecting results. You see, you cannot supervise a thing whose practical by the way you don't even understand at all, because when you don't understand the process that happens in the garden, you also don't have the practical weight of what really happens in the garden. So to garden owners I have worked with, this is by the way very typical. It's a typical experience for those that I've worked with that work in the farm, that work in the city. So they only come to the farms to supervise the outputs, and then they skip the work that is needed to produce those results. You see, this is an important note you should note, that you don't supervise the outputs only, but you should also supervise the processes. This is very key thing for you to note. See, the output of a harvest, or the harvest you desire in your garden, is as a result of the processes involved to come up with. You should ask yourself questions like, how do they come up with these results? How do they produce this harvest? Who does what role? How do they make financial decisions? How is the money spent on the farm, and why do they spend it that way? Why do they have to buy this fertilizer? Was it needed at that stage? What practices are involved to produce this crop from start to finish? Because if you don't ask such questions, you won't get the results that you want. Because by this, you're able to, at least if you know what happens, you're able to eliminate things that you don't need on the farm. You're able to add on what is needed. You're able to improve what is needed. Of course, as you work with people that are on the farm to do that, to give you these results.